let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no chains, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. No limits, no chains, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. Every shot's a story, every cheer's a spark. Under the lights we make our mark. Beyond the scoreboard, beyond the lines. Out of the box, redefining the grind. The grind. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Thursday night. It is 6 p.m. It is NFL Weekly Talk. My name is Paul Spencer. That man right there is the man himself, Dan Connor. Dan, how we feeling, brother?
Pretty good. Pretty good. My team's 0-3, but start of a new era. So exciting.
Dan, you know what? No, at least we got something in common. I'm only one game ahead of you, so we got something in common. We're both in the basement here. Our teams aren't doing well, but this isn't about our team. Finally, we can talk about all teams. Finally, you know. But
I want to
Dan,
talk about my team. like I do, but I've been talking about it all week. So
yeah, me too, Dan. I did 2 shows on a recap show, and then last night I went solo for the Cowboys Weekly. And I tell you, Dan, I might just have to start going to AA meetings after the Cowboys games. Honestly,
well, it's definitely not their offense. Their defense is like a sieve, so you're not going to do too well. Probably tough schedule like us too, just not in the same order.
Well, the next week's pretty bad, which we'll talk about in a couple minutes here. But Dan, was there any game that like really stood out to you last week? I mean, we'll talk about a couple games if you want to pick a game. We won't go through all the games, of course, but was there a game that really reflected to you last week?
The Rams game, the Rams and the Eagles, how it ended. That crazy ending, that crazy blocked field goal, like ending was wild. I think that was crazy. But there was the Jets game. It was also crazy. So there were some wild games. A couple of them. You had Caleb Williams light up your team. I'm sorry to say, I didn't expect that.
Thanks, Dan.
I didn't expect that one, but
me either.
The first two I mentioned are probably the most two crazy games that there were. I mean,
I was watching the game here, and I'm like, oh man, the Rams look so good in the first half. Then they gave
up
the
lead.
Lead,
They're still good, man.
They're still good. But then,
Eagles did a good job.
Then the last drive, Dan, they're driving down the field. I'm like, okay, they got this game here. They're going to win this game.
Yeah.
All we need is a field goal. I'm sitting there jumping up and down, clapping. I'm like, okay. The Rams are going to pull this out.
Typically, that's what happens,
Exactly. You see that a lot. Like you look at the Buccaneers every week; they're coming down and scoring a game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
Rams come down. Next thing you know, I see this big hand go up in the air, and it's Jordan Davis. But get the block, but the son of a bitch Dan runs it 80 yards down and scores. Big man.
And running it back is irrelevant because the game was over. So it was just
exactly
icing on the cake.
Yeah,
the block won it. It's just an exciting way to end the game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, that was just icing on the cake, the extra 6 points there. But, man, I'm like, come on, with the block. But you're right, the Jets game, Dan. Did you see the head coach celebrating when he got the touchdown. He's going down like he's celebrating, like doing this crazy look. I don't know what the hell the dance is
Yeah.
called, but then they show him after the game. He's just like with the face like. Like, oh my God. Eddie checking in. Eddie says, hola. That means hello in Spanish, I guess. Bleeps Dallas defense. Cut digs. I understand. Yes, there it is. Aaron Glenn. It was so funny the way his dance. But Eddie, first
never
man,
celebrate too early.
Exactly. Eddie, I hope you're feeling well. I know he wasn't on the show with me last night. He said he got food poisoning most likely, but I don't think it was. I think it was just a Dallas Cowboy poison that's in the water. I think that's what it was. But Eddie, I hope you're feeling better, brother. Hope you're feeling better. But yeah, Eddie, he was sick last night. He did a solo to myself, and it was just like a vent show. It was a venting show. Like I couldn't stop talking about just the Cowboys defense. That's how bad it was.
Oh,
He
man,
says it was food
hear
poisoning.
us. We're Giant fans complaining all over the place, left, right. They're still complaining about Dart, how it was done.
Oh God.
They practiced in the rain today. Blah blah blah. They're just making up the shit about the turf. The media is fucking ridiculous.
That's
that Lions Ravens game was pretty good too.
That Henry has to hold on to the ball, Dan.
Oh yeah.
3 games, 3 fumbles, and 2 of the fumbles cost them the game. 2 of the fumbles cost them the game, Dan.
That's definitely not good because that's not like him.
It's not. It's not.
That's not like him. That's shitty for the Ravens.
Exactly. Dan, what'd you think about the Packers getting beat by the Browns? We all in our chat, took the Green Bay Packers. That was unanimous all the way across the board. And I'm like,
defensive battle in that game.
It was
13-10 is like, the Browns do have a good defense.
They do. Just imagine that
the Packers, but I thought the Packers offense would be better.
I did too. I mean, it was a defensive battle. Yeah, it was a defensive battle. I thought it would be, Green Bay has the weapons. I thought they'd be a little bit better than 10 points, honestly. But give credit to the Browns defense.
The Browns played an outstanding game, and just did enough to win.
Dan, I tell you, the shocker of the week to me was I couldn't believe this. Bryce Young, 30-0 over the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's surprising. It tells me the Falcons defense still isn't close to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
But not scoring any points.
That's what I mean.
I definitely didn't expect that, but that's going to happen. The Panthers played the game, and I didn't expect them to shut them out.
Me either.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I was watching the game and I was listening to a little podcasting after. And I tell you what, I had to click on because it's funny when I go to Cowboys, podcasts and listen to how they've been, just like I did. But I went to a Falcons one day and just listening to it. Wasn't commenting or anything, but I felt kind of good because, I always cut my own team up. But they were cutting their own team up with Atlanta. Michael Penix isn't the answer. We should just, put no arm.
Like a half a season, basically.
That's what I mean. They're like,
like a 1 full season plus last year, something like that. Like
the one guy, Dan, the one guy was like, we might as well just keep no arm throwing Kirk Cousins in there. He's better than. I'm like, I wanted to chime in. Like, are you serious, buddy?
That reminds me of the New York media. Like they're making up every freak. They want Gable's head.
Yes.
They want Shane's head, Mara's head. Mm-hmm. So they're making up every single little tiny thing. How this was done. Like, can you shut? Oh man,
exactly.
Too much talking, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I know New York media is 4 times full of words. I know that for sure. Yep. Eddie says Josh Jacobs only had 30 yards rushing. Yeah, that's the thing. When the Cleveland Browns defense is just good, man. They're good.
Yeah, they're very good.
They're strong. Yep.
They've been good for a while. Their defense.
Yep. Atlanta lost their best offensive line before the season started. I mean,
still one guy shut out.
They shouldn't get shut out, though. I mean, still you have the wide receivers. Yeah.
I get it, though.
Yeah, I get it. 100%. Well, Dan, I really don't want to talk about my game, and I don't think you want to talk about your game, do you?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. I mean, our offense sucked, but I thought there were positives individually, but our offense just wasn't good. Just horrible. The Giants were 1 for 10 on third down.
Mm-hmm.
And they were horrible. They're like 2 for 10 in the red zone on the season. The Giants are
2 for
10, 3 for 10, 30%, 3 for 10.
Yeah.
In the red zone. They've been in the red zone 10 times. They've scored 3 of those times.
That's insane. That's insane.
which
I
is
mean,
insane. So what does that tell you? Offense.
yeah,
It's their offense. You lost 22-9.
hmm,
Like, you don't tell me you couldn't have won that game without those 2 picks.
that's true.
You take the points when you did get them.
Mhm.
I thought they had a shot in that game, and I thought the defense did all they could. And then sooner or later, you give Mahomes enough chances, he's going to burn you.
Oh, of
Sooner or
course.
later, and that's what happened. I had that penalty, but then he had the next play right again. The guy made that amazing catch. You can't
Mhm.
play better defense than that. The turnovers that Russell Wilson had, the 4-and-out red zone he had. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it just it sucks that. And Graham Gano, don't even get me started on Graham Gano, like $16 million contract, and pulls his hamstring in warm-ups. Like, so we can't kick field goals more than
Well,
25 yards. Like, yeah, that's real good versus the Chiefs. So now we have an Asian persuasion kicker, what's his name?
oh,
What's his
you
name?
guys, wait, you guys picked up the guy from Atlanta?
Yeah, the guy from Atlanta. He's on our practice squad now.
Oh, what the hell, Young Koo or something?
Yeah, something like
Young
that.
Koo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he could
yeah.
have just hit through the uprights. At least we'll have someone field goal kicker.
I tell you what, Dan, if he doesn't kick him,
Watch. Dart will drive him down the field. He'll come in the game. Boom, off the upright. No good. They lose. They go 0-4.
I
Ruins
tell
the
you
whole
what,
thing.
Dan. I mean, I know Philadelphia, booed Santa Claus with snowballs. They're going to throw rice balls at Young Koo. I'll tell you that, boy. If he starts missing, Cam was a positive. He says that, and
Cam was a positive. I
ball.
love the way Cam plays. I like he runs.
Yep.
He runs aggressive. He's tough as hell. Nails to take down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dart will be good with him. I think they have a good rapport.
I
And we have a
agree.
new era. So, but
That's
last
right.
week is forgotten about. We're 0-3 again. Everyone wants Dable fired, of course. I get it for the past 2 years. So we'll
Right.
see how it goes with the new, starting with the rookie quarterback.
Right. Well, Dan, since you talked about your game, I just want to ask you 2 things, Rook. I want to take about 5 minutes and talk about this. I'm puzzled with the Dallas Cowboy defense. Did you watch the entire game, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Dan,
it's 2/3 of it.
Dan, it's 4th and 8, 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. Okay, Chicago ball. Caleb Williams is in the gun, takes a snap. Swift goes to the opposite side. Cole Kmet, I'm talking about the touchdown with Cole Kmet here.
Where he's
Cole
wide
Kmet,
open?
he was wide open. Cole
Yeah.
Kmet was in the slot, one wide receiver on the outside. Rome was farther on the outside. Diggs was on him. That's his man. Donovan Wilson had Cole Kmet, okay? He was standing there looking at him, Dan. As he's released, he puts a hand on him right here, touches him.
That's
And
not
then all he does is he turns and doesn't look at the quarterback. He looks toward the bench, Dan. A total 15-degree turn where no one's at.
What's he doing?
I don't, Dan. There was no one. I went back and watched this, Dan, on different views of different
All you
places.
do is basically backpedal and stay in place and stay.
It had to be, but he moved. Dan, he didn't just look. He took a step forward, Dan, where nobody was there. There was nobody.
Yep.
Oh, he didn't ever pursue. He didn't do it. He just took forward, like moving forward. Looked at the bench. Wasn't able to look at the quarterback. Moved to the bench and moved forward. Then he turns around.
Out of the play.
Cole Kmet has his hand up, already got the ball. He puts his hands on his head, and they showed it like that. How they do NFL, like how they hear people talk. He's like, "Whose man was that?" I wanted to jump to the screen, like, "Who the hell you mean? Whose man was that?" You're in a zone. That's your man. You can't pass. There was no safety. He was wide open. And then the other play, Dan, fourth and goal as well. 4th and goal, Dan. What's the object? Keep the ball out of the end zone. You can't get a first down. You got to get in the end zone. Dan, they had 3 down rushers, 1 linebacker, which was a Kenneth Murray on a spy. Okay, so you have 7 DBs in the game, Dan. 7 DBs. Dan, how do you let 2 people behind you in the end zone wide open? How?
Either you're playing a zone like an idiot or you're missing an assignment.
I think it's everything. It's missed assignments, no communication on his team. It's both. I said, Dan, I used the word on my show last night. I said, you remember the doomsday defense? That defense, okay? But spectacular. Now the Dallas Cowboys have a new version of it. Do you know what I've came up with? What they have?
Oh no.
It is the Doomsday defense. The Doomsday defense. That's what it is.
Secondary. Diggs is long.
It's trash.
Injured.
It's trash.
Bland is still out.
Well, Bland's supposed to come back this week. That's why I brought his
Well,
jersey out.
Bland will help tremendously, I think.
But is he 100%, Dan? Is he 100%? That's the question.
Even at 90%, he's better than what you got.
You're better than Elam. You're better than Diggs. Yeah, 100%.
It's an upgrade to get him back.
Yeah,
that helps. Just helps your secondary because he's a pretty good player in the secondary.
He is.
So you need him.
Yeah, exactly. We need him 100%. All right, we'll move on to this week, Dan. Now we got a game tonight. I'm going to do a little pregame at 7:30 for like 20 minutes. Talk about the game. What's your thoughts on tonight's game? Seattle NFC West battle. Seattle versus the Cardinals here. Cardinals are without James Conner, but Trey Benson has been playing pretty good.
Man, I don't know what to think of this game.
Me either. I mean, this is like a pick game for me because Darnold can play, but they really don't have the weapons. Their running game's not there. Kenneth Walker hasn't been producing like we thought he would. With Charbonnet, they don't know what they're doing on the running game.
I have no idea.
The Cardinals are the same way, Dan. I mean, we don't know what we're getting, what Kyler Murray we're getting.
Oh, no, you never know what kind of Kyler Murray you're getting. I mean, I think it's at Arizona.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
I think the Cardinals will win the game. I don't know what the score's going to be, though. I don't know how these teams' offenses are.
Yeah.
Too good at all, to be honest.
Yeah, from what I've seen in the season, I mean, losing Connor, the running game is not there. But, Trey Benson has been playing good. He's been averaging about 40 yards. They've been using him, coming in off the bench with Connor. But
Cardinals beat the Saints.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals being at home. I'll go with the Cardinals being at home, but I think it's going to be I don't want to say a boring game, Dan, but I think it's going to be kind of boring, though, honestly.
I think it's going to be less than 20 points by both of them, maybe.
Yeah. Eddie says, I trust Sam Darnold more than Kyler. The thing is, like, with Kyler Murray, he looks to run first. If he doesn't read progressions, Darnold doesn't want to run. He'll read his progressions.
No,
but
Darnold
they don't
run. You crazy?
Yeah, but they don't have the weapons to throw the ball downfield, Dan. This isn't Minnesota with Darnold, It's not.
No.
So, we'll see, but not much to say about that game, I'll be honest with you. But I
think Arizona will win like 17-14 or something.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
20-17,
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. All right, let's go. It's not in order here, but we'll go down the list here. Let's go Cleveland and Detroit. Detroit, man, you're talking a hybrid offense, that can score at will. I mean, look what they did to the damn Ravens, putting up on the ground 4 TDs, looking great. Cleveland coming off a huge defensive win.
To see how their defense plays versus the Lions.
Well, the Lions are different animals, Dan. I mean, they got the running game, they got the passing game.
I know they're juggernaut offense. I know.
Man, which way you leaning on this one?
Probably Lions because their offense is so good, but I think it'll be closer than people think it's going. I don't think they're going to blow the Browns out. I think they'll beat them.
Yeah,
by like 10. I mean, you also have Flacco's playing quarterback.
Yeah, that's you don't have to run a spy there. You can just run your man wherever you want to go in a crease, zone, wherever.
He can't run. He's just a pocket passer, so it's not a threat to run. That's why I think the Lions will win, but I'm going to say 28-20.
28-20. Okay, I think
Lions.
I think it's going to be a lot close. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think because
it could be 7-10 points, something like that.
I mean, Detroit put up some points against Baltimore, and Baltimore has a good defense, solid defense.
Browns have a better defense than Baltimore.
Exactly.
I think.
But here's my thing. I think it's going to be a passing game from Goff because, Dan, we look back at the Lions, and there's games where they put up 50 points, and Goff only throws for 120 yards. It's the running game. But I think this is a flip here. I think it's going to be more of a passing game because you've seen what the Cleveland Browns did to Josh Jacobs.
Well, it's tough to run against them.
Exactly.
Easier to throw than run against them, and if you throw, you open up the run later.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a passing game. I'm going to go Lions. Man, I'm going to go like a 31-20 game, 31-20 roughly. Yeah, I'd say 21. Eddie says the Lions are way better on Green Bay on offense. 100%, I agree. Detroit 31-13. What was that called? Marvin Harrison.
10.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison, 10 catches in 3 games. Man, that's insane. Coming from that year of the wide receiver draft, Dan, remember that draft? Yep. That draft was insane with the wide receivers. The Browns defense will be worn down. Here's the thing to me. Okay, we know what Cleveland can do. They can play ball, But if Detroit comes out, Dan, and just runs decoys down the field constantly, it's going to wear those safeties out, and it's going to
Yeah.
open up the field. So, and then that opens up everything for you. So, I think the Lions do win this game hands down easily. All right, next game. Oh, this game is a boring ass game, Dan. I'll tell you that. Tennessee and Texas, the Texans, Houston Texans. Oh God, Dan, two teams that can't score at all. What the hell is this? First one to 10 wins.
I'm picking Tennessee.
You're taking. Why are you taking Tennessee?
I don't know because Houston looks bad.
Yeah, Houston has
I think
no running game.
I think it's like a pick'em game.
It is. It is. I think it's the first one to 10 wins, honestly, because
what's the spread?
I didn't even look at the spread. Then I didn't even look at the spreads. I can pull them up real quick.
I'm just curious.
I'm
Yeah,
kind
they
of
both
curious.
suck.
I'm curious too. Let me just pull it up real quick. Here,
I'm surprised that
as
Houston
we're speaking.
looks like shit. They looked so good 2 years ago.
Well,
But
the
it's only
Seattle
1
the
year.
Seattle game was -1.5. Dan, that was a -1.5. The Cardinals were favored by 1.5.
Makes sense. It's a
ooh,
pick'em game, yeah.
Detroit was -10. Dan.
Makes sense.
Oh, wait a minute. Houston is -7. Dan, -7.
Why? Because they're home.
But usually you get 3 for being home, Dan. You usually get 3 for being home.
I still
But-
think Tennessee's going to win like 17-14 or something.
You know what? As a betting man,
17,
as a betting
13.
man, I'll take the Titans +7, Dan, because I think the first 1 to 10 could win this game. You know?
I think so.
Yeah. Let's see.
The Texans, man, are bad.
Danny says the battle of two sucky teams. 100%.
Yeah,
I
they're
agree.
bad, man.
If Houston loses them, okay. Here's a question: If he
The
gets,
division got worse.
if Houston loses, does DeMarco Ryan get fired? It's too early. Still,
No.
I
They
think
would have to be like, they'll have to be like 0-8 or something.
I
like
agree.
that, like
And I think it's a lot of
0-7,
I think it's a lot of
bad,
injuries.
bad.
I think it's a lot of
It
injuries
is.
too, Dan. You think about that. You lost you gave away Tank Dale. You lost a lot of wide receivers, and then
Yep.
your number one possession, Joe Mixon's on the shelf. You know, it's
Oh.
a year. It's a scapegoat year of injury. That's what it is. But
Yeah,
you
when
never
you
know.
don't have
You
those
never
key
know.
players, they're going to score a lot of points, but they just don't seem very good overall. But no, I wouldn't.
They
I
can't. They
wouldn't
can't.
can him after week 4. No,
No, and Nick Chubb's not your answer running back, Dan. He's not your bell
he's
cow.
old. He's old now.
And how many injuries has he had, Dan? I mean, countless
Running back
injuries.
here, injuries and running back here, he's just old now. He's long on the
Yeah.
tooth.
Yep. Stacy checking in. She says, "Hey
What's up,
guys,
Stacey?
congratulations to Stacy who won the week 3 NFL Pick'em host show. I don't know how the hell she did that. I got to go back and check that shit because I don't know how the hell she won. You know, I don't know. You know, but going to the next week, Ryan should get the lane. Ryan should get the Lane Kiffin get canned at the airport. I don't think he gets fired though. I don't think.
I
he should.
don't think so.
No, I give him. If he loses, I still, Eddie, I don't think so. Who are you going to go get mid-season right now? What
Yeah.
coach is out there to get mid-season when they bought into his team and made the playoffs with C.J. Stroud his rookie year? So
They're just too injured right now.
it's too injured. Yeah, you have to give him that mulligan to say you're injured. You have to give him that. You can't fire a coach that, given
No.
barring injury, you're bad because of injuries. I can't do it. I can't. Skills, bro. Oh, come on, Stace. I've known you over how long? Skills. Come on, Stace.
Unlucky.
Just exactly. Lucky. Stacy got lucky. You know. All right, let's move on to this game, Dan. Bears and Raiders, man. Bears are going to the Super Bowl after last week, Dan.
I'm taking the Bears.
I'm taking the Bears too. I got the Bears on this too. How do you feel about the Raiders, though? I mean, Geno Smith looks like a deer in headlights. This offense is not
Geno
producing.
Smith is old. Geno Smith was like a flash in the pan that one season, and then part of the next season. And then once he left Seattle, he's not going to be what he was that 1 year.
Exactly.
I think the Bears have momentum coming off that game. I thought Caleb Williams looked solid, surprisingly so. And I just think their offense is playing much better than the Raiders. And the Raiders defense, there's a lot to be desired for, and they need more from Gianti. And I don't know if Geno Smith has enough, and the Bears defense is not horrible. So I'm taking the Bears. I think they win by 7 or more.
I think the Bears win this game too. I'm taking the Bears too. And I'll tell you what, look, Dan, we watch a lot of college ball, and I tell you, watching Boise State play with Gianti, 3 years in the making there before, I've seen teams put 9 in the box, 10 in the box, and the guy still gets through all day long. The NFL is a different breed, Dan. He
How
cannot
they
get
using them?
loose.
Inside the tackles, outside the tackles, like a.
Well, they're running through like the B gap, outside, like right between the guard and tackle, which is his forte. He can hit that hole. But Dan, these linebackers are coming up in the NFL filling that hole. It's not the college football game anymore. It's
He has
not.
to be more patient, maybe. Or
I just don't think they're using them. I just don't think they're using them.
I don't think they're using him enough or using him well, but also it takes a bit to catch up to the speed.
Yeah.
Of the game. But
if it's me, Dan, the Raiders need to open this field up and get the extra guy out of the box and just spread the field a little bit and then isolate him on an ISO one-on-one. It's either
that's
him
what I would do.
or the
Why not
linebacker.
spread the field, use him as a single back, and
I
give
think
him
that's
a
what they have
little
to
bit
do.
of room, because once he gets past the line through the hole, he's all right.
Mhm.
But I never thought that Cam Scottiman would be more of a beast to take down than fucking Gianti would.
Dan,
anytime Scottiman touches the ball, he's ridiculously hard to take down. It's been 3 or 4 times already.
Dan, I've seen. I want to throw a flag on him a couple of times where he lowers that helmet, just takes you for another 5-yard.
I don't know where he lowered that helmet. The 2
God.
players spun around, kept going. Like, what the fuck?
He is nasty. He's nasty. Yeah, just imagine, like, oh my God, give him a couple of years. This kid is going to be the possession. What'd you guys give him in the 4th round? Was he a 4th round, Dan?
Yeah.
That's insane. Mike, you can check Mike out every Wednesday night. I'm actually,
Mike?
lucky enough to hop on with him. Prop locks and parlays. He's got Tennessee in the 7. I agree, 100%. We talked about that game. I mean, first 1 to 10, you're already all you got to do is score 3 points and you win the game. +7 there. Stacy says, "Hey now, Dan, come on now, Dan. Eddie's got the Raiders there. Mike's got the Bears all day. The Raiders have a pass rush, unlike Dallas.
So
they do.
Secondary?
But they do. But we made their secondary look pretty damn good, losing CeeDee Lamb. I mean, Jalen Johnson was out. Freaking Nashawn Wright stepped in and played, great as well. So I want to see more from Chicago, honestly. I really got to see more.
I do, yeah.
Jonte goes down on first. See, that's the thing. Yeah, he goes down. Like, how many times in Dan, was it the Big West that he was playing? That's why. But he had 120 yards against Penn State in the second half.
Yeah, but you saw how hard it was to run in the beginning of that game.
Oh, yeah.
There was no room for him whatsoever. He was getting 100 yards of his skill, but that was in the second half. When first half, he wasn't getting much at all.
It was more about 100%. Eddie. It was yeah.
I think it's both. You made it easy for him.
Ginormous is going to kill Brock Mowers and Mayer. I think it's going to be. I think this game
I think
actually.
that taking 2 tight ends was fucking retarded ever in the first place or whatever.
I just don't believe in Geno Smith, though. That's the thing. I don't believe in Geno. I just don't. Michael checking in. What's going on, Michael? Hey, Michael, real quick, man. What happened this week, buddy? You and Eddie won the first 2 weeks in our NFL, host pick'em, and this week you didn't win, man. What the hell's going on? You let Stacy beat you guys. Like, what the hell, guys? What the hell? This is going to be Brock Bauer type game. I think whoever gets to the second level, whoever gets past the linebackers can win this game. That's what I think. I think they're going to crowd the box with, facing Jonte. If Brock Bowers can get mid-level, I think they can win the game, but I'm going Bears here. All right, Dan. Now, this game here, man, can't we even call this a game, Dan?
No, the Bills are going to destroy them.
Okay, here's the question. How bad, Dan? How bad?
Even Seattle crushed them.
15.5, Dan. 15.5.
41-14.
41-14. Now, usually
38. You're going to kill them.
Usually, when I was on Mike's show, we usually talk about you get 15 points, you got to take that, right? You got to take that 15 points. Here, I don't think it's enough.
Got beat 44-13 by Seattle.
I know, Dan. I know.
It was last week.
This game here, you're getting 15.5. There is no way. Well, Dan, here's the thing, okay?
Hey, no way the Saints keep up with it. No way.
But Dan, let me rewind this for a second. A week ago, didn't we just see that we said the same shit about the Miami Dolphins, Dan, against the Buffalo Bills? We said the same thing, Dan. It's the blowout.
The Miami Dolphins it's a divisional game. A little different, and Miami Dolphins have a little more talent than the Saints do, in my opinion, on defense. They have no offense. So division game, I can't really say that makes sense that it was a little closer than we thought. The Saints are awful though. The Saints
Well,
are a
okay,
bad football team
but
right now.
okay, but Miami had more weapons though, right? And they couldn't score against Buffalo. But what do you see here? I mean, every dog has his hell. Stacy won the NFL Pick'em this week. Anything can happen, Dan.
That's true. But
Right?
I don't think the Saints are beating them. Sorry.
I don't think so either. I think this is a blowout. I like your score,
I think
41.
it's 41-14.
41-14. Okay, I think they call the dogs off
Something
a little
like
bit
that.
early here. I think they call the dogs off early.
38, 35. They're going to score at least 30-something points.
Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to go 30, 34, 34-16 here. 34-16. Oh my God, this is not even. We don't have to talk about the
Something
players.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about the players. This is going to be a ridiculous.
And the Bills' offense looks pretty damn good right now.
Yep. Michael says I slacked off and let a girl beat me. That sums up my life right now. Yeah, especially Stacy.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Look at this score.
Eddie, 51-10. Good
Holy
God,
Jesus.
Eddie. Gee, 51-10.
I could see it though, because Bills can do that if the Saints play really bad.
Oh,
So
they can.
I'd say
They
40.
can.
I'd say 41, 40, 38.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be somewhere around there.
I think somebody just gave me the finger. Stacy just gave me the finger. I think she's saying I'm her number. She's my number one fan, is what she's saying, though. You know what I mean? Buffalo's going to crush the Ains 50+. Buffalo going to put up. Oh my God. Mike says take the Saints plus 30. Mike, but we're only getting 15.5, brother. We're only getting 15.5, man. If I can find a line, unless I can play with an alternative line saying plus 30. You know what? I'm going to play with the line this week. I'm going to play with like a plus 30 line. If I lose that, I'm done with NFL betting. You know, I quit. I quit. Don't make me come for you too. Like Stacy, look, we go far back. Okay, we come on. We're like family. You know I love you, Stace. Come on. Eagles Tampa take the cover, which we'll get into right after here. Let's talk about this one here, Eddie. Eddie last night was telling me that. No, was it Eddie? No, it wasn't Eddie. I was talking to somebody that they're thinking that this is a trap game. I don't think it's a trap game. What do you think? Eagles are going down Tampa in that 120-degree weather. No Mike Evans. What do you think?
It's not going to be much as Mike Evans.
But Dan, he is a double team guy. He is a double team guy out there. I mean, you can roll the safety over.
I still Baker Mayfield's going to beat him, like the last drive of the game.
You did take Tampa Bay on our thing, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes,
you did.
But I think it's going to be close. I think Eagles fucking escaped last week. I don't fuck what anybody says. The Rams are good and Tampa Bay's good. So I think Tampa Bay's going to win. I don't care. Who cares about the receivers, Eddie? 27-24.
27-24. Okay. So
I think it'll be close.
Well, in that order, you would cover because you're getting 3.5 to take out Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's plus 3.5 here. I don't know, Dan. I mean, to me, here's the thing.
It's going to be a close game. It's not going to be a blowout.
If it's close, if it's a...
Why wouldn't it be close? Because Mike Evans is out?
I agree. I think it's going to be closer than people think. But here's the thing with me. If it comes down to a last-minute drive, a 2-minute drive with one timeout left or even that, I think Baker can get you down the field. I have faith in the kid.
I think he can. Yes, I think he can do it. He's proven he can do it.
Is it all going to come down to another Jordan Davis? I don't think it is. You know, that's a percentage of 20%.
No. They're not going to be a block field goal in this game at all.
I agree. I think if it's close, I think Tampa Bay can win this game. I think what's going to happen is you got to establish a running game. You can't abandon this run game because you're out. You minus Mike Evans. You got to get the running game going first. Bucky has to have a big game. He has to have a big game.
That's true.
You know, and then I think in Jigba, the way he's playing right now, I think he's a scorer in this game as well. But I'm gonna go Eagles. Oh, I hate saying this. Man.
Close.
I hate saying
Less
this.
Than 7, I think.
I got 27. I got 27, 23, 27, 24, right in that area. I feel
a game like that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 4-point game because the fact that it's going to come down to a touchdown. And Baker's going to need a touchdown at the end of the game to win this game. A field goal's not going to get it. Field goal's not even going to tie the game.
No, you can't take field goals in this game. He scored 7 touchdowns.
I know Mike and I said, or we were talking earlier, we'll go through some scores here real quick. Now, Mike's show, I'm one of the hosts with Mike's show there on Wednesday Night Props.
I agree with that.
On It's a Rap Sports. Now, Do you think it's going to be the over? Because I'm looking at the over now. The over is
44?
44. Yeah,
Yeah.
43.5. I think it's an over, don't you?
Yes.
Agree.
Yeah.
You agree. That's one of our.
Yeah.
That's one of the locks that we were talking about. Yeah.
It's definitely. I don't see any way it's not.
hmm
I
Michael's got
don't.
29, 19, and I think you read that already. Eagles are short on wide receivers, but look, Baker Mayfield's not that guy that just eyes down one guy. He'll find you if you're open. That's
And
the
it's
thing that I
fucking
like with
hot
Baker.
too. The weather will be
Exactly.
somewhat of a factor.
Yeah, they're
Somewhat.
going to be on IVs. They're going to be on the sideline with some IVs. Scoring Giants fan here. Scoring Giants fan here.
I'm happy if Jackson Dart's playing. I'm not scoring at all.
Yep. TV barely beat crappy
No.
teams. Hey, a win is a win, man. You
No.
want to flip it and look at the Eagles. The Eagles don't look good the first 2 weeks, but they find ways to win, right? It's
Yes, they do.
exactly
They
like
keep find ways to win.
yep.
Because of the coach.
I don't think Todd Bowles is a moron, though. I really
Same.
don't.
No.
I think a lot of it lost. What's his name? Liam last year, the head coach that went down to Jacksonville. I think that does hurt the offense a little bit, but they're not missing a beat right now. They're not missing a beat. LOL, love you, Dan. Eagles by more than a touchdown. Let's get all caught up here. The Eagles have no rusher this season over 60 yards.
One wide receiver. Last year.
Yep, in the first 3 games being down
for a while again. Anyway.
Well, see, that's the thing with the Eagles having no rusher over 60 yards and one wide receiver.
It's going to be the same year.
It's not going to be the same year. You're not going to get Saquon. Yeah.
So they're the champs till you beat them.
Yep, exactly. They're on the pedestal. I give them the credit there, but you're not going to get Saquon running for 2,000 yards. You're not even going to have him 1,500 yards this year. You're not going to have it this year.
He's going to be more key plays in key situations, situationally speaking, than all out like all over the fucking place, which is okay.
You're going to have the Eagles win. Yeah, you're going to have the Eagles win on 3 facets of the game. Last week they won on special teams. They won special teams.
Hurts is going to have to play well all season too.
Yep, it's going to be a three-phase game for the Eagles this year. Yep. All right, let's go on to the next game here. Now this is kind of crazy, Dan. Now these are 2 Super Bowl teams, okay, that we think could be in the Super Bowl. 1-2 and 1-2.
Baltimore.
I agree, Dan. I think Baltimore has something to prove. And I was watching a show last night, and they talked about Derrick Henry, and they interviewed him, and he says, I promise you I will not fumble the ball the rest of the season. He is going to hold that ball, Dan, like it's his baby, his kid. But I think they have a lot to prove here. Baltimore right now, 1-2, coming off bad losses.
They do have a lot to prove, and I think KC is not great. Casey's they've done enough to win games, but to win like they haven't played well.
No.
Both of them haven't played well.
No, they haven't.
The offense for Baltimore has been better than KC's, I think.
Agreed. Kansas City can play. Kansas City can play defense, but the Baltimore Ravens can score. They can score.
They can score. I think Baltimore's going to beat them in KC.
I agree. I think it's Baltimore as well here. Michael's. I like Jalen said to Chris Jones. Yeah, exactly. You lost the game. It's not. You lost the game. It doesn't matter how we look. Here's the thing.
Their turnovers lost the game.
You
just like Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, last week's game. Last week's game, when he said you only had like 100 yards off or whatever it was when you lost the game. But it doesn't matter box scores as long as you get that W.
Don't matter. Win's a win.
Right. You look at the Detroit Lions as we spoke earlier. Detroit put up 50 points last year, 4 times last year, and Goff only had to throw for 125 yards. The next week they put up 50. He throws for 400 something. It's not about the stat. It's about how you progress the game and win the game.
Yeah,
scheme wise, just win. Exactly. Sorry about the Raiders just taking their thing. Just win, baby. But they haven't figured it out yet. We haven't figured it out yet.
I just think Baltimore. I think KC is. Very beatable right now.
I agree.
Playing all cylinders.
I agree. Baltimore, KC doesn't have the offensive power to match him. I agree 100%. He's got Baltimore 27-20. Okay, he just changed it 27-24. I kind of agree with that score. I think Baltimore comes out. The line on this one, Dan, let me see real quick.
Let's say 31-24 Baltimore.
Baltimore's -3, Dan. Over under is 47. I like the -3 and over here. I like that one. I like that. I might play something on that. All right, here's a game, Dan. Jake Browning again versus Bo Nix, who doesn't look like Bo Nix this year. I mean, Cincinnati and the Broncos here.
How's Browning going to play versus their defense?
The Denver defense hasn't looked like the Denver defense, Dan. It hasn't. The no-fly zone is
Jake Browning. So
But Cincinnati does have weapons, Dan. They do have some nice weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Their defense is, once again,
Their weapons, but got beat 48-10 last week, but it matters. I'm picking Denver. I don't trust Jake Browning at all, even though they have weapons. I'm still picking Denver. I'm gonna say 17-13.
17,
17-14.
Wow, that
I
close.
don't trust Jake Browning at all.
That
Not
close.
at all.
Wow. You're thinking
Not that Bo Nix is great.
Yeah, you're thinking that Denver only scored 17 points on this bad defense in Kansas City, Cincinnati?
Actually, you know what? 24-13.
24-13 Denver? Okay.
They're not scoring 30. They're not like a juggernaut.
No, they're not. But, oh, man, I don't know. I'm curious.
It's like a pick-em game almost. But Denver, I think, is a little bit better than the Bengals right now.
Yeah.
Burrow, I'm picking the Bengals.
I would too. Healthy Burrows, yeah. I don't care what the defense is because you can put up 40 on any team right there. But right now, I don't believe in Browning.
Sucks.
Denver's defense hasn't really showed me what they are.
Bengals defense is horrible.
They're bad. They're bad. I mean, Bo Nix, I think, has a breakthrough game this week. He's been playing bad, all season. They lost one game on a leverage penalty, against what was it, San Diego?
And that's why I think they're going to win because I don't think they have good enough defense. Okay,
I'm going to go Broncos. I'm going to go Broncos. I forgot who I picked on our group chat, but I'm going to go Broncos here. I'm going to go. Man, I think Bo Nix just goes crazy here. Not throwing the ball, but running the ball. I'm going to go Broncos. Maybe. I'm going to go Broncos 31-23 Broncos here. Eddie's got 2017. He says Bo Nix is going to have a breakthrough game. I think Peyton's been waiting for this game. Not waiting for the game, but I think he's been, looking at film, finding out what the hell the issue is. I feel that they win the game, Broncos. Okay, Washington versus the Falcons, who got crapped on by the Carolina Panthers 30-0, Dan. Washington come off a win with Mariota. How do you see this game?
I'm picking Washington.
You got Washington, really?
Yeah, I don't care if it's in Atlanta. I think they're better than the Falcons are overall.
Okay.
Even if Daniels doesn't play.
Okay.
We were talking about this the other night, and the Falcons not scoring a single point versus Carolina is quite concerning to me. And Washington's much better than Carolina is.
Do you think it was just a bad showing out by the Atlanta Falcons?
A bad showing? Yes, I do.
Because, Dan, they had the weapons there. They had the weapons.
But Washington's still head and shoulders better than they are, period. They're a better football team on both sides of the ball.
I just don't think I just don't see the Falcons laying an egg like that 2 weeks back to back. They're too talented.
Not that they're going to lay an egg, but they're not beating Washington, in my opinion, because I don't think they're as good. That's all.
Wow. I actually took the Falcons in our pool this week, Dan. Not up to make up ground on you guys, but I think the Falcons can win this game here. To me, I think if they put this together and put Penix put it in position to win here. I mean, if they have to have a complete scheme, Dan. They have to use Pitts, okay? They have to get Bijan Robinson running. They have to get him out there. The defense is good, but they've looked bad at times too.
Of the game.
Yeah, they had to put a 3-phase game here, Dan. That's the way they win. But I think
Washington's just tough. Even if Daniels doesn't play, I still think they're tough.
No, I agree. I'm still going to take Falcons here. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than this.
Home.
They're home. That helps too.
I forget what I said. I said like 27-21. I forget what the score I said the other night was.
Eddie's got 27-13. Atlanta has terrible coaching. I get that, but still, man, you can't discredit Penix. The guy has the best release in the game right now. I'm okay. I'm going to go Atlanta here. I'm going to go 24.
Definitely not.
24-19 Falcons here. That's one of my upsets of the week. All right, Dan, let's take it here. Oh, man, the new era has begun at MetLife here. Jackson Dart, New York Giants versus the Chargers.
Yep.
Which way are we going, Dan?
I have to pick the Chargers because rookie quarterback versus a really good defense.
Yeah.
The offense is really good.
Yeah.
I think the Giants possibly could win, but I think the Chargers will beat us in a close game. I don't
What's the
think they're
key?
going to
What's the
blow us
key?
out.
What's the key? I think you have to get Scadaboo going, Dan. I think you got to
Get
get Scadaboo
Scottaboo going. You have to obviously Dart has to get going. You have to protect them.
Yeah,
They're going to need to get to Herbert,
yeah,
and they're going to have to cause some turnovers on defense. Their run defense got to be good, and their run defense has not been very good. So if the Giants want to win, they're going to have to sustain drives and score points. And rookie quarterback, it's at home. I still think the Chargers are going to win the game, but protecting Dart, getting Dart going, attacking the middle of the field, playing the quick game. You're going to see some different stuff from the offense from the Giants than you saw with Wilson, but the Chargers are just a better team
okay.
and a better coach team than we are by far.
Oh yeah, Harbaugh. Yeah.
And that makes I think that just makes a difference.
Okay.
And that might make a difference in this game. But who knows? Dart can come out and have a terrible game. But I'm excited. A new era is going to begin. It had to be done. The Giants are 3-10 in the red zone this year. So that
Yeah.
tells me their offense has been struggling mightily.
Now-
Even in the Dallas game, they could have had a lot more points, and they still screwed up in a couple of instances in that game.
Yeah, that was really bad. I mean, every touchdown you had was basically, between the 20 and 20. There was no red zone, scoring there at all in that game as well.
No, they're awful in the red zone, and
Yep.
hopefully Dart changes that because Dart could run with his legs, so play Bergstein could run for a touchdown.
You know,
he can keep
Dan,
a play alive. Wilson can't do that no more.
yeah, I said this on the show last night when I was talking about, just going around the league here a little bit. I did say, Dable really needs to go back and look at Lane Kiffin's offense at Ole Miss with Jackson Dart. He needs to put him in that kind of situation.
I will say some of the route concepts that they use down the field.
They're similar. They're similar.
They're similar or almost the same as Dable uses.
Yeah.
So Dart will be comfortable with that, and that's why
Exactly.
Even though he's a rookie, I think this offense is going to produce more points because he could attack the middle of the field, play the quick game, use his legs. You have design runs for him. I just think he's better suited skill wise for the offense. So we'll see. Like I said, like he says, Herbert's playing at MVP levels on the defense, got to play well. But if Dart can play a good game, that's really going to be key.
Yeah.
Sustaining drives and offense is going to be key to winning any football game for them.
Sure. I really think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really think he needs to go back. Not last year's, Ole Miss games, but I think he needs to go back. The best year that Jackson Dart had was when Judkins was the back before he transferred to Ohio State. They ran a lot of single back run there. It was a lot of RPO game there as well. Scadaboo is that type runner that can still run an RPO. I think he needs to go back.
Yep.
Exactly.
And run the screen game, a lot of screens.
Oh, yeah. A lot of it was out of the backfield. Yeah, that's what I think they need to do. I'm not saying that the Giants will win this game. I did take the Chargers as well.
I'm
taking
the Chargers.
What kind of score do you have? Because the Giants are +6 here.
24-17.
24-17? Okay. Eddie has...
Maybe they'll 26, maybe 27.
Okay.
But I think it'll be closer than people think. I don't think they're going to beat by 14 or 20.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go Chargers. I think it's a little bit close because the defense, I think, being at home is going to be the crowd's ready, man. The new era has started. I think the defense is hyped as well. I'm not saying Jackson. Yeah, I'm not saying Jackson Dart's going to come out and light the world up. I'm not saying that, but I think it's going to be a lot closer. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. I'm going to go 23-18 here, Dan. 23-18.
Yeah, I think it'll be something like that. I understand the Chargers are playing well, but I think the defense is talented enough not to get blown out.
But here's the thing: you guys got to score in the red zone. You can't settle for field goals. You can't settle for field goals, Dan.
Yeah, we can't settle for field goals, but I really think the game is going to be called different with Jackson Dart because of his skill set is totally different than Wilson's. It's just not the same thing.
Agree 100%. All right, next game.
It helps.
Next game, San Francisco at home versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. San Francisco's -3.5 here. I'll give you mine right now. I'm going Jacksonville here. I like Jacksonville here. Bosa's out for the year. He's trained his whatever it is. He's gone for the season already. Good. And I honestly, I've been saying this for a long time, Dan. San Francisco is just one injury away from losing every game in the season. And it's McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they have right now. That's all they have right now. Mac Jones is he's winning games. Yes, they're 3-0, but all he's doing is
they're just
taking care of the ball. Exactly. Taking care of the ball and not turning it over. Yep. I like Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville the way they're playing right now. Offensively, they're scoring. Defensively, they're holding people down. I think this team is one of the teams that could be a future team. and they still are going to be high in the draft as well. I think Jacksonville turns it out here, and I feel that Jacksonville takes this win and knocks off the Niners as being one of the undefeateds, Dan.
I'm gonna totally disregard that comment because Jameis is
look worse than Russell when that was Jameis's.
No. Jameis ain't coming in for us ever.
No. He's still going to be the 54th guy, right? He's still going to be 54 on the roster. He's the emergency guy. I can't see him.
It's good having two veterans that are going to help Dart. Well, that will help Dart.
But see, here's the thing. If you put he'll go back real quick. If you throw Jameis Winston there, he is the quarterback that you have to be down 20 points to look good.
If we're down 20 points, we're getting crushed.
He throws the rock like crazy, but he makes bad decisions too.
Big by some miracle. Then yes,
but see, here's the thing with the New York media. If you put Jameis Winston in there, and you're the way he throws the ball, I mean, he's cut down on picks, Dan. He has, but Jameis Winston's that type dude that can get out there and he can throw for 400 yards no matter what. He can do it, but he's going to have some bonehead decisions, bad throws, and you got on Russell Wilson for what he did the last 2 weeks. Just imagine what they're going to get on Winston. So
I think
Sean's a Dallas Cowboy fan. So what's up, Sean? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, because a lot of people were saying, well, why is Dart the number 2? Because he's obviously better, but we'll see what happens. No, Dart gets banged up, but no, if he has a bad game, Eli had a horrible game his first start.
Yeah.
So I think Dart will play a little bit better than that. I don't think we'll win, but you can't go off a Dart unless he's hurt. That's
exactly.
The only way
it's his season. It's his season, Dan. It's his season right now. Yep. And you can't even put you have to keep Wilson as number 2. You can't bring Winston as number 2.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to answer, but I get his point. If he looks like shit, he looks like shit. But
yep.
We'll see. But I'll take the Jags also.
Me too. All right, here. Oh man, the Dolphins. The Dolphins at home versus the Jets. What do you think about this?
The Jets.
The Jets.
I'm taking the Jets. Yeah.
I think I took the Jets too.
I'm gonna say.
Wow, this is surprising. Did you see the line on this?
What is it?
The Dolphins are favorites.
By how much?
2.5. Pick them.
No, it's a pick them.
Now Justin Fields is playing this week. He is in practice. They said he will be playing this week as well.
I'm gonna say 20-10.
2010. Yes, Eddie, he is playing. They had a thing today. He is playing full practice, and he's 90% ready to play on Monday night. Oh, yes. Me too. I'm going. You know what? No, I think I took actually. I don't even know what
Well, if you're betting the spread, it might be different.
Well, I forgot who I picked on our pick 'em, but right now I'm going to take the Dolphins, man. In that heat, I feel the Dolphins can win this game if they can play right game, man. I can't expect Tua to be play the way he did the first 3 weeks.
If they play the right game, yes.
Right.
If things go right for them, yes.
Right. I'm going to go Dolphins here. I'm going to take Dolphins. That's if they can contain Fields in the pocket. But I don't think Fields is going to run coming off an injury. You know what I mean? I don't feel he's going to run.
Maybe not, yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Eddie's got the Jets, and he's got 24-13. And speaking of the Raiders here, it is I like Miami 31-26. That's a good man taking Miami. And you can also check Ken out every Monday, Wednesday, and I believe I didn't look at the schedule yet, but make sure you check out the Bat Cave, the Silver and Black Raiders, and wherever Ken may be, because he's everywhere on our network. He is the face of our network. And really quick, just while Ken's watching this, let's talk about something real quick, guys. If you want an energy drink out there, reach out to www.WGG with a discount cave, Bat Cave. It's a low energy energy drink with no jitters. I haven't tried it because I have never tried an energy drink in my life, Dan. I have never had because I really don't need it. I can't because if I do, I'm probably going to be up 24/7. I think Out of the Box would go 24/11 live streaming because I would be up all night, honestly.
Run around the street saying the Cowboys defense sucks.
Oh, I'll be saying woo woo all night if I didn't. Eddie's got a conversation with Kenny now. Kenny, that's what Eddie's saying right now. All right, Kenny? so I'm going to Dolphins. You go Jets. Vice versa on both. People on here.
It's a pick'em game, basically.
It is to me. Now this one, Pittsburgh, man. Pittsburgh versus the Minnesota Vikings. Another contender, but we don't know what they are. Looks good. Looks bad.
I really like Flores and how he calls games defensively.
I love his defense.
I love his defense, and that's why tempted to pick Minnesota.
I am too, Dan, because ever since that game with the Bears,
I'm gonna pick Minnesota because I was thinking about to say, I'm like, yeah, it's Rodgers, but he's old.
yeah,
And Flores is calling the defense really good, and I think that's gonna be a factor in this game.
I agree.
really
I
do.
agree. I love Flores, as you said. Going back to that Bears game, they had 3 quarters where the Vikings didn't look good, couldn't do anything. Caleb Williams was moving the ball on them. Flores automatically blitz. He knows scheme. He knows how to coach defense. I like the Vikings defense here. I don't like their offense, but I think
don't
this
like their
defense
offense
will.
either. I don't like the Minnesota's offense at all.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I just don't like it, but I'm going to go Vikings here, close game. I don't believe in Pittsburgh. I don't believe in Pittsburgh. There's no running game. And besides Metcalf, what do you have? You don't have anything right now. You
nothing.
don't. And then the defense is not really, I mean, you're paying TJ, what's his name? TJ Watt, right behind.
They have a good front. I think
they have a good front, but their secondary is bad. Jalen Ramsey's playing that now. I know why the Dolphins released him.
The weapons the Vikings have could take advantage of the secondary.
Agree.
And I think it could be a rough day for Rodgers, to be honest.
I think so too. I think that
I'm gonna say 28-20.
28-20. Okay. Ken's got 23-16. Will whoop Steelers, no rushing on offense. That's the thing. They can't run the ball. Vikings
Flores knows how to call a good game. I know it.
Yep. I'm gonna go Vikings. Man, Pittsburgh can get scored on easily. Rodgers in a bad way because he can throw the ball, come back. But I'm gonna go Vikings here, 27-23.
I think that Pittsburgh will still score, but I think Minnesota's defense is gonna be a little tough test.
All right, Carolina coming off of an ass beating, beating the Atlanta Falcons 30-0 here, and the New England Patriots here. What do you think about this, Dan? Now in our chat, this one went 50-50, Dan. Everybody was 50-50 pretty much on this game here.
Did I pick the Patriots? I forget.
I don't even know who you picked. I forgot. It's on another screen there, but I'll tell you, I went with the Panthers here.
Stroud's a little more mature, I guess, as a quarterback. They looked better last week.
Oh no, you mean Bryce Young?
Bryce Young, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see. I want to look at the spread on this one real quick, Dan.
Wow,
Patriots are -5.5.
I'm gonna take the Patriots, not because of the spread.
You're taking Patriots, okay.
Yeah, because they're home. I still don't think Carolina's that good. I think it'll be a game in the 20s, maybe.
Okay. I like Carolina. I mean, they're getting better every week, Dan. They're getting better every week. I mean, we talked about this before last season. Last season, Bryce Young.
The Patriots' line is bad too.
But can they score though? That's the thing, Dan. They can't score. I mean, they put up 14 against the Steelers, and the Steelers have a bad defense last week. Carolina played a tougher defense in Atlanta. I mean,
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean,
they'll turn the ball over a lot.
They do, but what Bryce Young are we going to get? Are we going to get the young, the young, rookie quarterback again? That look, or do we have a
maybe?
If the Patriots come out and run the ball between Henderson and what's his name, Ramon Stevenson, as Ken calls him, rheumatoid arthritis. That guy. I think they can win the game to keep everything off the field, but they're going to have to play a 3-phase game as well.
Of course, they're both going to have to play a 3-phase game.
And Christian Gonzalez is out. Yeah, he's out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Patriots.
I disagree with this one, Eddie, because they do have 2 solid backs. The Patriots do have 2 solid backs, Ramon Stevenson and Henderson's good. Henderson's really their bell cow. I think they do have a running game, but the problem is when you crowd the box and you have no one to throw the ball on the outside, that makes it a little bit harder being in the box there.
They still have a weapon. They still have a good weapon.
KC beat Baltimore?
Maybe.
It's
not home.
We
talked about the game.
Okay, we didn't talk about the game.
Sorry.
All right. Patriots had more turnovers last week than a bakery. That is true. That's true too. I mean, you make adjustments on turning the ball over. I mean, look at the Ravens. Henry's cost them 2 games already. Just by 1 fumble.
Yeah.
Stevenson can't hold the ball. Well, that's why you bring in Henderson. Henderson's the bell cow. I love him. That combo that they had at Ohio State, Juke. Look what he's doing in Cleveland. He's their bell cow, and he's only been in the game in the season 1 week already. He's becoming the bell cow. So. You're going to go New England. I'm going to go Carolina here. All right, let's go this game here. Colts and the Rams, man. The Rams now undefeated versus could be undefeated by a special teams blunder.
Yep.
Which way are you going with this? Danny Jones, you know Danny Jones.
I'm going Rams at home.
No faith in Danny this week?
It's not about Daniel Jones. I think the Rams are going to be motivated to play better and not. They're probably pissed off the way they lost. Probably not too happy about it. So
I agree.
and I think they're better than the Colts, even though the Colts have looked good. Daniel Jones looks good. All credit to him, whatever. But I think the Rams are going to be motivated. They're home, and I think they'll beat them. But I think the game will be close.
Okay. Now, I did see, I don't know the exact stat on this one, Dan. I think Daniel Jones is the only NFL player in history to record a throwing touchdown and a running touchdown in weeks 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that is
what I wanted to ask you, Dan, since you've watched Danny Jones, grow up in New York there under his the tutelage of the Giants. Is this something that we're dealing with the offensive line that's making him better here, Dan? Because the Colts offensive line is good.
They have a very good offensive line.
Yes.
It makes a difference. I do think maybe coming off the ACL had a little bit to do with it also. He seems like he has his legs way more under him this year than he did last year.
Okay.
They probably have better coaching. It could be a better system for him, but it's just worked out for him. He needed to change the scenery.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Really, I think that's really what it was about, to be honest.
I agree 100%. I think it's a change of scenery, number one, and I think it's how they used him, honestly, Dan. Because you look at this offensive line, the Giants didn't have that, number one. They've had Saquon Barkley, but they're using the offensive line with Jonathan Taylor first.
That's a big difference. When you can run the ball, and you make it, put pressure on the quarterback, it helps. And we had no offensive line to run the ball. So it kind of makes sense.
What about that right there? Danny Jones finally has good coaching.
I think it's part of it also, but they have a good offensive line. Offense probably fits them better. They can run the football. We couldn't run the football.
Mm-hmm.
So coaching has a lot to do with that, I would say.
Okay,
but let's not act like Jones didn't have opportunity.
No, he had opportunities. He had
opportunity to prove he was worth something.
Sure.
You can't say he didn't have a chance, but sometimes a change of scenery helps.
Agree, 100%. Carolina by a touchdown over the Pats. Michael says. Eddie says, I think the Colts can cover. Danny Dimes, Kenny says. He looks like a Danny Dimes right now. Wow, Eddie's got a close 27-24 Rams. Ken's got a little bit of a blowout there, 33-20 Rams. Mike says the Rams get to Jones. I think they do. Eddie's got a nice score there. I think it's a little bit closer, but I think I agree with you, Dan. I think it's going to be
Rams on the Jones and Dan Jones isn't playing lights out.
No, he's not.
Amazing.
No. Right.
He's playing efficiently, and that's his game. That's Daniel Jones. He plays efficiently, under 300 yards, a couple touchdowns. That's typically him.
Yep.
Just play efficient. That's all you need from him.
Yep. Mike's got the Rams beating the Colts. What else we got? It's Indiana Jones. Well, hey, you're right. It's Indiana Jones, but I think Indiana Jones becomes 3-1 this week. Honestly, I don't think it. He's managing a game, Dan, with good running game right now and good coaching. That's with a healthy offensive line. That's the thing.
Three passing. Is that accurate? 3 passing touchdowns. Is that accurate?
I think it is. I think he's the first NFL quarterback to run for one each game,
but that's not amazing.
It's not. It's not.
If we had Barkley and a good offensive line, he'd do the same shit for us.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's the scheme you want to run, yeah. Jones outside of Barkley had no weapons when he was with the Giants. He shapped the O-line. 100%. I mean, that's the thing. But he did have weapons, though, Dan. He did have weapons, though, too. He had weapons,
but last year he was not playing with this much confidence either.
No, not at all.
Not confident for a while with us, and you could tell he was not confident. He was afraid to pull the trigger. This year he's playing different. He's not afraid to pull the trigger. He's throwing the ball when he has to, on time, on schedule.
Agree.
That's what he had to do. But a lot of it has to do with what's in front of you.
But you know what, too, and Dan, I think before we move on to the last game, I think a lot of it is that New York media, man. You can't if you're having bad days and you're playing in New York media, you do want to wake up and say, I want to be traded. I want to be out of here. I need to change the scenery.
Brutal. It's just
agree.
The nature of it, unfortunately. And
agree.
Like I said, good for Jones. I'm happy for him. I don't hate him.
Mhm.
but he was here for 6 years, and if he would have proved he was really, really good, would have
Yep.
happened in that 6 years regardless, in my opinion.
Agree.
Just
Well, the
like
last game, Dan. Here, I saved this
but
one for last. Here, the return of Micah Parsons coming back to the no Dumsday defense of Dallas Cowboys. No
what is it?
CD, no
Well,
CD, no Tyler Booker, no Cooper Beebe. Bland comes back. Diggs is
yeah.
questionable. Well, where do we go, Dan? I mean,
And Green Bay had what 10 points last week. They're gonna be coming in pissed the f off. They're
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
motivated to score and blow you guys out, and it
hundred
could
percent,
happen.
hundred
It
percent, hundred
might
percent.
happen. You guys might get beat bad. They're gonna be closer than people think, but I don't think Dallas is gonna win this game. I don't think they're gonna be able to stop Green Bay. And Green Bay's gonna come in real motivated, I think.
You said two motivating factors, Dan. Number one, Parsons comes back. There's going to be a
That
statement
too.
made, and
That
then
too.
also
Parsons is probably chopping at the bit to play
you
there.
you don't think he's in a film room right now, just
But the
remembering
way
how
Jerry Jones handled that whole situation, he's probably like, "Oh, I'm gonna get like 4 sacks on this mother effer, like a fumble recovery and shit." Like, I hope he goes off. Just for
here's the thing. I said
it
last
just
night,
makes
Dan,
sense.
one of his sacks, I guarantee you, I think he's going to get at least 2 sacks tomorrow night. I guarantee you, if I'm Parsons, I'm making a statement on the very first one. After I sack Dak, I'm looking up at the press box and I'm going like this. I'm
Oh my
giving the
god.
11
Oh
sticks.
my
I'm giving
fucking
the
god.
not the number one. The hey,
No,
here,
the 11,
you.
the sticks.
I'm giving you the 11 right there. This is what you gave up. That's
Yep.
what I'm doing. I'm looking at the press box
I'm telling
just
you,
to see that.
I think trading Micah Parsons is the stupidest
Well,
thing.
no, I don't think it's stupid because here's my thing. Hear me out.
I think it is.
Here's my thing. Dallas couldn't stop anybody on the run last year. Okay, Dallas couldn't stop anybody. We haven't given up over 60 yards on the ground so far to one guy rushing. Okay, we haven't.
Yeah, you got one good player, but
here's the thing: Green
team.
Bay will know what this trade meant by the end of this year. Dallas will not know what it is for 2 years.
Unfortunately, no.
That's the problem. So we don't know what we know what we gave up, but we don't know what we got in return. Is the thing.
That's the thing. That's why I don't necessarily like this. If I'm trading Parsons, you're going to be a player of equal quality, period. And or I trade him.
Yeah, and I like Kenny Clark. He has opened up the middle for us to help us out there. I get that, but the problem is
it's just Parsons.
It's Eberflus. This defense is so.
Oh man,
it's just
your coordinator is awful. Why even hire Eberflus as your why? I don't get it.
A lot of people were saying, you look at game one, you look at the Cowboys holding the Eagles down. It was preseason. It was vanilla. It was week 1 in the NFL. I don't take anything from that. It wasn't even a measuring stick to me. Then you go week 2, we gave up 390 to Russell Wilson. And then you make Caleb Williams look like an all-star. But the worst thing about this, yes, he threw 4 touchdowns. But the thing is, how the defense played. There was no assignments. There was no communication. Nope. The safeties were thinking the linebackers are coming out. You're playing zone and you get beaten zone on 4th and 8 twice in the end zone on wide open touchdowns. That is Eberflus. That's Eberflus.
It's inexcusable.
It's inexcusable. 100%.
Both on 4th down.
Oh God, I can go on for an hour. Now Eddie, he does a show with me every week on Cowboys Weekly. He's got 50. Hold on, I need a drink real quick.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna say.
Oh my God.
31-20.
54-17. So you kind of agree with Mike. You kind of agree with Mike. 34-16 roughly, right?
Oh yeah, 34-16, 31-20, 34-20.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 31-20.
Okay, Dak might get banged up. We might have a Joe Milton signing.
Because Dallas will still score some points, I think.
Without CeeDee Lamb, I don't think they can. You take away Pickens, you have nobody.
They still got Pickens. No,
yeah, but you roll the safety on top of Pickens. You're going to make Turpin beat you, Flournoy beat you, Tolbert. That's not going to happen.
All right, 31-3 then. I don't know. I think they'll score some. That's all.
I like Ken Price score. At least he's got us 24 points. Packers 30-24. Mike is going to go on Waterboy on Dallas. I can see that. Dallas was going to blow. But Dallas wasn't going to win or without Micah. Okay.
Micah Parsons still makes a big difference on your defense.
No, he does. He does, because you know what? He gets so much pressure on the quarterback.
You've got to worry about that guy. That opens up opportunities for other people. That's why
your DBs are not going to have to contain, for 4 or 5 seconds because there's no pass rush. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what the benefactor is. I think Cleveland, what's his name, Rashard Gary, gets 3 sacks this game because they're double. He's leading the league right now in sacks because they're going to double team Parsons, and that's going to leave Gary on the opposite side wide open.
Of course they are.
It's amazing. Yeah. Dallas's run D is solid. Yeah, I agree. It's time to belt to ass. I think Dallas is going to struggle on offense without Lamb 100%. Eddie didn't have Putin. He is sick over his Cowboy. Don't tell anybody, Mike, but that's really what happened. All right, I'm going to shock the world here. I'm going to shock the world.
Sick over
I'm going to go out and I'm going to shock the world here, Dan. We're on out of the box, of course, but I'm going to shock the world here. On our host pick'em chat this week, it's on our page now. I'm going lone wolf here. I am taking the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. Yep.
Maybe, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Dan, I got all the positivity here because you know what I'm doing Sunday morning? I'm going to church and I'm doing a double mass.
Pray? Gonna pray?
I am praying, okay, that Christmas in September comes this weekend, okay? I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys. Book it. I am taking the Dallas Cowboys to win outright against the Green Bay fucking Packers this Sunday, Dan. This Sunday. I'm taking them. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys, Dan. It's going to be 27-24. Aubrey kicks a field goal, and it's going to be a 70-yard field goal to win this game.
Off the crossbar, they lose.
Oh my God! Eddie says, "Katie, take the alcohol away. Katie, get off my goddamn alcohol. Get off my damn thing right now. Leave me alone." All right. Oh my God!
Get blocked. It's gonna get blocked like in the Rams game and return for a touchdown.
Well, Dan, I bought a. I don't really drink at all, but I was.
You did it to us.
Yeah, I bought my father-in-law this Patty's alcohol, whatever he likes for his birthday coming up. His birthday was last week. We're celebrating this Saturday. And I went out and I bought this 20-pack of Fireball, like a party pack. I tell you what, I might have to go get another party pack after this game because I might have to drink 40 Fireball shots this weekend after this disgraceful game. But we will see. All right, guys, right after this show here, we are going to have another show coming up here. Not a lot. Dan, if you want to hop on with me, you want to talk about that game for about 20 minutes, it's up to you.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. If not, I'm going to be on there. We're going to try to talk about, the keys to the game, get some inactive talk out there as well. So I'll be on there about 7:30, talk about the game, Thursday Night Football every week. We usually do for about 20 minutes there, give you my keys to the game. Also, Friday night, guys, we have College Football Frenzy coming back, talking top 25 action. Huge games this week. Penn State, Oregon, Georgia versus Alabama, Notre Dame versus Arkansas, some key games. Also, Saturday morning, it's back every Saturday, 11 a.m. and 30 minutes after the game. I'll be on there for the Golden Dome. So, Dan, you ready to get out of here, man?
Yep.
All right. Real quick, guys, 3 comments before we slide in by. Tomorrow night, College Football Frenzy, I have to have an intervention for Paul. Yeah, hey, listen, you can get Dr. Phil on there to help me. Give me a number to AA. I don't know because I don't know what the hell's going on. Can I hop on, Paul? Yeah, I'll send the invite out to you. We're going to do about, give me 20 minutes there. Paul, when is the party? Hey, here's the thing. Let me live my life until Sunday afternoon. If the Cowboys win, we're going to have one hell of a party. But if they don't win, we're going to have, you guys can start writing my eulogy. Put it that way. Okay. Very simple because it could get bad. All right, Dan, you ready to get out of here, brother?
Yep.
All right, guys, my name is Paul Spencer. That is Dan Connor. This is NFL Weekly Talk on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Make sure you follow us, like, share, subscribe on all our social medias. Until then, we'll see you later next Thursday night. And we'll talk the same thing again. Until then, have a great night, everybody.
Game on, gang strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. passion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time.